yesterday the Steelers played the Colts, and there has been a lot of controversy surrounding the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin Fields. I am a long-recorded proponent of the fact that Fields is no better than really a backup, and to have some opening thoughts on this video where we're going to analyze Justin Fields' play yesterday in the Colts game. Justin Fields is a backup. He's a really good backup at this point. I am not a big Fields fan, I'll admit it, but at the same time, I'll admit he has impressed me through the first 3 weeks of the season with how he's been able to do the right thing. That's all he has to do. That's a backup's role. And should Russ play? Should Fields play? Some people say ride the hot hand. In my opinion, there's not a hot hand. Fields has done a game manager job, and he's done that well, but he's not done anything to win the job, if that makes sense. And that's proven by his stat sheets and watching the games, the eye test, all of this, that, and the third. Yesterday, people thinking Fields absolutely carried the Steelers because he had a 300-yard passing game in a game where, yeah, he was forced to throwing the ball basically the entire second half because they were down 17 points. There's differences to that. We're going to look at each play here that he made, every drop back Justin Fields made, and make a really distinctive decision on, how good was this game actually? Was it actually that all great? In my opinion, I don't think it was. Fields didn't keep us in that game. Playmakers did. Najee, Pickens, and I'll show you why. Here we go into this video. Make sure y'all subscribe and like. Do a little bit of different video than me. Also, check out Dubby.gg and use code Shredder for 10% off your order of anything. They have the full-size 30-serving cans. They also have single servings now. Check out the single-serving ones. They're pretty new, and they don't have any committal. You don't have to buy a whole 30-pack and not know what you're going to expect when you can just get a single pack. Either way, let's get into this. Let's go with this first play of the game for Pittsburgh here. We're going to scroll back just a little bit. So, you start off there, with one receiver out wide. That's George Pickens. This is going incredibly slow. Okay, never mind. I'm not playing it. My bad. All right, so they start off, and this is going to be a boot out to the bottom of the screen. So, first off, all right, a lot of pressure. Okay, that you can see that. George, he down here, he's slipping. That's a big deal. He's got to keep his feet. There's a lot of separation here. But here's the thing. He's recovered just by about here. There's the line of scrimmage is the 27, the 28. He's got plenty of room to throw. And look at all this open field. Or even to Darnell, drop it right about in here. Either of these areas. You have a massive area. You got to throw this ball. But instead, he gets pressured, ends up getting a gain of maybe, 3 or so about. Not a great play. Number 2 on this drive. 1st and 10, or maybe it's on a different drive. I'm not even sure. 10 minutes left in the quarter. You see they have a 3-receiver set here. Tight end on the right side of the line. This is going to be a dump off to Najee Harris. So let's first off, his read, you can see he's checking George. He's checking probably both of those receivers. By the way, his head was turned. Now, hasn't even really done a whole lot, and he sees that he's got to go to Najee. Okay, whatever, There's a lot of coverage in here. If he tries to throw it in here, this safety probably picks it off. Who knows where this route's going right here. Probably same area, picks it off. There's lots of space. All right, easy throw and catch, right? Sails it right in front of him. Big 3rd and 9 here. This one we'll move forward with. All right, we got a 4-receiver split. All right, let's just go ahead and pause it right here. You can see that he's probably checking Muth here. That's where it looks like his eyes are facing. You can kind of tell. It's not perfect, but, it's what it looks like. Then he drops in here to Calvin Austin. Okay, he's already throwing. He's gearing up. You see that arm moving back. That's NFL open. That's wide open in the NFL. You've got to make this throw. Okay, let's see. Ball hits. He's about right here right now. All right. Ball caught. Great. Gets his receiver. Good. That's a fine play. That's a fine play. Nothing special. It's a good play, okay? Giving him the credit. He did what he's supposed to do. Converts the first down and everything. But there's not, that wasn't any type of incredible throw. Here on the next play, we're going to see a dump off to Cordero Patterson here. Let's go ahead and press play on this one. He's getting ready. He turns around, fakes the handoff. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this. His read looks like he's looking this way, maybe even checking this short receiver here. This guy's covered up. Fine, okay? All right, well, this receiver, there's some field here. You drop it right about on this arrow. There's some field there to work with, okay? Instead, he's going to take Cordero Patterson out of the backfield as the check down. Not the biggest deal. I mean, this guy's not just, blatantly wide open. However, if it was me, I'm picking to throw this guy every time. Not that, I'm no NFL quarterback, I'll admit that, but I'm just saying in terms of the choice of the route, this guy versus this guy, you take this chance. Because 1, let's say you sail this. It goes right over his head. It's picked. 2, let's say you sail this. Okay, it goes out of bounds. All right? Then, think about the yak, right? This guy, maybe he can hit up here, make a man miss up the sideline, and make something happen. There's not a lot of defenders out here. He's got, one open defender. If he can get past this guy and whoever this receiver is makes a decent block, he might be gone, or at least a good gain. There's not a lot to make with here. Look at the circle of defenders. These guys are just going to collapse on him. And that's end up being what exactly happens on this play. Why is this not playing? There we go. That is exactly what happens. They just collapse. Not a lot goes well. I mean, it's not a bad throw. There's nothing wrong with the throw. It's just you have two choices. There's Calvin Austin. There's Cordero Patterson. Calvin Austin's a speedy little guy. You hit him out here, he can maybe make something happen. It's not a bad play. It's just you could have done better. Real quick note, I want to make sure you know that I don't think Fields played bad. That's not what I'm saying. Fields played fine. But to say he carried the Steelers is completely wrong. Now, this play, let's check the context here. It's 3rd and 23. They're at about the, 49-yard line. Not a lot to play with here in general. So we're going to load up this one. This is going to be some version of a deep slant set. They're all kind of caving in here. You see Fields hits the first target, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. In the context of this situation, this is deep slants. Everybody's coming right in here. Find the guy who's open, and you're trying to set yourself up for some potential field goal points here, right? Well, it's fine. He gets about to the 41-yard line, and that's what that is. But, nothing special there. Good play. We got a 1st and 10 here on the 30. This is a new drive here. We're going to roll out to the right, and this is what your coverage is looking like, right? You've got, I can't tell who the receivers are here. I'm pretty sure that's George. He throws it over here to Muth on the sideline. That's fine. Really, nobody out here is open. This guy you can maybe consider, but this play, he throws a 2-yard pass, and it's ultimately, he catches it right here. It's a 1-yard pass. He ultimately turns it in with a great amount of fight to a 7-yard gain. Great play for Pat Freiermuth. This is what I'm saying. The playmakers made this game. That was a, throw and catch, an easy pitch and catch. There's nothing to it. Nothing taken away from Justin. He's doing the job. That's what he should be doing. He's the backup quarterback in this role. He's got to be doing his job and doing it well. That's fine. He's doing that. But that's on Pat Freiermuth for making that play. 1st and 10 here once again. We're going to see this one. One thing I want to check here is the protection, right? Watch the O-line here. This is a great rep of pass protection. Look, Pickens has turned around. He's ready for his route. You've got Najee on the check down. He's open. He throws it early. Look at this pocket. He's still got plenty of time here. This guy ends up getting open. Not really, though, because that corner really just turned around when the play was made. It was probably the right decision. Nothing crazy about it. He had a little more time. Could have seen something. Really, it's just he took the first option available, and that's fine. You got to do what's right. Make sure. I'd rather you do that than even throw an incomplete. This is a bad play right here. We're on 3rd and 3. Just need 3 yards to keep the drive alive. So watch this. So he's going to throw this to Freiermuth, and it's going to get batted down. That's bad enough in itself, right? You got to get it over the line. But look at 44. I think that's Zaire Franklin. He is not. I think Fields thinks that he's staying with Darnell Washington here going forward. This ball's definitely thrown to Freiermuth 100%. The angle of Justin's body is telling you that much. If not, he'd be aiming more over here, facing, you'd see his front shoulder a little bit more. That's getting picked off if it doesn't get batted. That's actually better for Pittsburgh that got batted than not. He should have hit this receiver right here, wide open. This receiver right here, quite open. Let's go back and watch this receiver on the bottom just to make sure. Darnell Washington, he doesn't even get that all that much pressured. He throws this ball with anticipation, which is a good thing, except he doesn't do it well. Obviously, he's seeing this right here. He's seeing this guy's going to go here, this guy's going to go here, this guy's falling the flat. This is your defender on Freiermuth. That's not what's happening. Franklin's going to murder Pat Freiermuth, if anything else. There's still good time in the pocket. He is wide open. The sticks, what was this, the 37, the 40? These guys are both open for the first down. All right, on this one, let's go ahead and check this out. They're in a 1st and 20 here, a run fake. Pretty bad coverage here, but let's see. You've got a hole here. Not the most desirable throw, especially when you're already under pressure. So could he make this throw? I think Fields is talented enough to do that. However, I would, it's one of those where you're going to go all the way up until it's caught. He ends up hitting the check down right here, and, that's fine, but this is just, once again, an example of, he threw a 4-yard pass. It was taken for 14. That's great for Cordero Patterson. Fields, he did the right thing. He got into the check down on a broken play. Thanks for not messing up. This play right here is pretty interesting. We're going through every play here. We're not skipping a single one as a drop back. So, all right, he's going to hit the flat route here. Wide open, man. Plus, this is a first down. Look at that. And I don't know who that receiver is. Let's see if he'll turn around for me. Come on, who are you? Who are you? I can't even tell. Darnell Washington makes a heck of a play. That's Scotty Miller, 13. So, I mean, Darnell Washington, bodies EJ Speed. Get out of town. That is an absolute brutal atrocity he just made there. Then, all right, who are you? Goodbye. And then, all right, he's going to even put you on the ground, too, and get 2 more yards. That's a play entirely made by Darnell Washington. This is not a Justin Fields play. Not taken away from him here, other than, look at this, man. Look at the fields you have here. This defender, he's turned around. By the time you hit Scotty Miller, he's getting 15 more yards minimum. He's getting to the 20, probably. I mean, you know, I see there's pressure on him. Absolutely understand. And one good thing that Fields does do here that I do really like, watch right here. Defender coming. Look at this. He's going to load that shoulder up and drop it down, sending it on an arm angled pass to hit him. It hits him in a good stride, good target. But the opportunity you have. This play should have been done right here. That's a 2-yard gain. But instead, Darnell Washington turns into the absolute mountain he is and just eats. Down here, ball on the 15. They're getting in scoring position here. All right, let's see. So first off, fake the handoff. He's reading the right. It looks like he's reading here than here. It looks like he turns a little bit. Wide open, okay? This is not really a good throw. Do you see how the ball comes inside to where the defender is? That's not good. You're putting your receiver in danger. Now, George Pickens being George Pickens makes a play here. Yes, he fumbles. That is entirely on George Pickens. No ifs, ands, or but about that. But just in terms of a throw, a good quarterback, a really good seasoned quarterback puts that ball right here on the outside shoulder. That way he can avoid the defender. This could have been and is what is normally called a hospital pass. Next drive, 1st and 10, ball on the 25. So we're going to see here, he's going to get sacked on this play, all right? So I paused it a little late. Receiver open, receiver open, receiver open. How much more do you need? How does this play turn into a sack? He loads his arm up. You just saw his arm when I paused it was loaded up. Why did you not throw this ball? Okay, that defender was coming down. I see that. I think it's EJ Speed was coming down, right? All right, he comes down. You put that ball right here on this outside shoulder. That's a completion. That's not this defender's worried about this guy. That's a completion. You get to the 30-yard line, 5 yards. Oh, early down advances of 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. Those are fine. Make it 2nd down and 8. Make it 2nd down and 5. It's a lot easier. Fields, you got to throw that ball. Throw that ball with the arm strength we know you have. Do it. Just make the decision. Stop second-guessing yourself. This right here, look, he's already got his arm back. You can see it. Why are you waiting? This was a borderline controversial play where Fields was nearly over the line of scrimmage throwing this pass, right? Lots of pressure. Okay, check down is wide open, all right? Look at this. The deep curl, wide open. NFL, wide open. What are these guys doing? That's Pickens, wide open. Okay? Throw this ball. Throw it. Why haven't you thrown it? Then let's go back here. On the scramble, let's focus on that here. We're going to see if this will play. There we go. We're going to see the scramble take place right here. All right. Pat Freiermuth is right here. This is the guy he completes this ball to. Double covered, okay? As he rolls out, Pat Freiermuth fakes outside, and he kind of settles down right here in. That is a incredible movement from Freiermuth. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think he's trying to hit George here. But if he's trying to hit George, that is well behind George. George is still moving inbound. I mean, look at that. He's already inside the hashes. This ball's going here, almost in line to this defender. He wouldn't have got there. He wouldn't have had the arm strength to get there on that play. But it would have been a misfire if he is aiming for George. If he's aiming for Muth, that's all on Muth for being able to fake the defender into getting open. Look at him. He turns the whole defender around. Watch him right here. The defender's gone. He blows by him, and then he's turned around. He doesn't know where the ball is. He doesn't know it's coming to him. That's a great play by Freiermuth. Then makes the yards after catch, right? Incredible play from Freiermuth. All right, we're about 13 passing plays into this game, and not one of these throws have been any kind of even plus throw. There have been 2 probably, hey, that was a pretty good throw. You made that read right on time, right on target. Everything else has been, a check down that is taken for yardage or, just a average throw that anybody in the NFL should make. Either way, let's go to. This one is going to be the out route to Pickens. Let's go ahead and see where he's trying to read here. That's what we're going to focus on first, okay? All right, we're lagging a little bit. Now, all right, he throws this ball. Defender closing in. That's open enough. There's no excuse for that. Pickens, able to reset his body, try to give himself a chance to stay in bounds, turns his body. He's facing towards Calvin Austin right here. and he taps his feet. Great play from Pickens. Ball's a little far outside. Pickens could have just, taken it out of bounds and been fine. He's trying to give himself a chance here, in my opinion, based off of the body movement. He's trying to give himself a chance to set that left foot down and drive inside and be able to, maybe get some yak. But the ball was just placed a little too far outside for that to happen. Whether that was, not even necessarily a bad thing. Yet another sack taken on a play where he has to throw this ball, man. 23 seconds left. Okay. Do they have timeouts? I'm not entirely certain. I'm not certain, but if they don't, understand. However, you're at the 39, okay? Let's just talk about a field goal from here, right? That's going to be a 50-plus yard field goal. Just get some yardage. You have plenty of time to clock this ball. It's 1st and 10. Yes, you'd rather go out of bounds, but watch, okay? The protection breaks down quickly. There's, he's going to aim up right here. You see he's dropping his arm to throw. He's aiming at Muth. Probably not a great decision. So he checks it. Okay, cool. It looks like he looks right over here this time. Watch. His eyes, he's either looking at the check down or at Van Jefferson. I think he's looking at Van Jefferson. I don't know why you don't throw that ball. That right there, this defender is not in this play. If you're talking about right over here. It's this guy versus this guy. He could hit that, do a fake outside. There's something there. But instead, he keeps it. First play, second half here. Gonna load up for the Steelers at least. Pass play at least, excuse me. Justin Fields, he's going to get sacked on this play. Well, what do you see? Not a whole lot. He starts running right here. No one's open here. This one, this guy, I think it's Darnell Washington, gets open. But, look where Fields is. This is not on him. It's just a, good defense. Next play up, let's go ahead and see here. You're going to have this throw to George Pickens. It's a one-read play. He goes and looks at Pickens. He sees a one-on-one. He said, I'm throwing it to my guy. Absolutely, as you should. The only problem I have with this one, look at how Pickens has to extend to get the ball in front of the defender's face. That is a bad throw. That's a good catch that not a lot of receivers would make. Even some, plus guys would not make that catch. Pickens then turns this into, a few more yards, gets some extension. Really good play by Pickens. Really, really scary throw from Fields. That is a dangerous one there. Watch this one more time. He loads up, hit that right there on that shoulder. Hit him right there. That's fine. Look at that. He's going to have a ton of room. Hit him right in the face mask. Nope. Hit the defender in the face mask. Next play up, Justin Fields is going to have a really, really clean pocket here. That's good to see. Good to start with, right? See the pocket development? Perfect. All right, he's loading up the throw. Wide open receiver here. That's fine. No, this is a good throw. Is it a great throw? No. Is it a plus throw? No. It is a what you should do throw. Good job, Darnell Washington, to spin for a few more yards. Turns a 2nd and 15 throw. Gets them to, they're on the 41. He catches it at about the 46. It turns a 5-yard throw into a 12-yard gain? Yeah. Next play we got here, Justin Fields. He's going to throw to Pat Freiermuth down here on this little, kind of like a hook or slant or something like that. Maybe just an in route. I can't quite tell. But that's NFL open. He's got his face front. The defender's well behind him. He throws it behind him. Yeah, okay. If he throws it in front of him, does Pat Freiermuth even get there? There's a question about that. Can Pat Freiermuth, look, the defender goes over top. So my question is, there's two things here. There's a route where maybe you're able to hit this more in stride, maybe about right here, right just past the hash lines. And then maybe Freiermuth gets there, but he stops. He has to stop. Not great. Or, secondly, if maybe that was the route. Maybe it was supposed to be right there. You could say this is just really good defense. I'm going to say this is not a bad play from Fields, but this is a meh play. Okay, so first off, fake the handoff, turn around. All right, first thing you see is you get your hips around. Your flat receiver's open. You throw that out right about here, he's open. This guy right here, I can't tell who that is. Right there, he's open. You got to throw one of those balls. This guy, is he sitting down? No, he's moving still. He's going to end up throwing to Najee to break the sack. And could have been a very dangerous play. He hits Najee fine. It's just kind of the way Najee spins, which I don't blame Najee for that. It's just kind of how you're taught to do that. You're taught to spin outside. But no, I do blame him for, this guy's backing up. You got to hit this guy right here. Throw a rope. You can do it, Justin. We've seen it. Throw it right here. Your receiver will get it. You'll get a completion. Right here, Justin Fields, plus territory on the 33. Snaps it, gets a lot of pressure. Unblocked pressure. Okay, let's go back and look at that. Whose job was that? Looks like it was just an all-out blitz, and they have 4 guys back here defending 5 receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? All out pressure. Try to just get him uncomfortable. Okay, there's 5. There's 5 of them. 5 on 5. But that's a plus side for the offense, right? Open, open. I'd say that's not open. This guy's going to come down quick. Open. Not really sure what's going on here. However, right here, hit this guy. Or even better yet, probably hit this guy because the way, if you throw that rope, he's there. This guy could have been hit a minute ago, right? I mean, look at this right here. That right there. There's no reason you can't throw that ball. No reason. Oh, and now we're going to go backwards for a sack of 25 yards, fall down. The ball falls out before nobody even touches me, and going to give up the ball. You're an idiot sandwich.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
All right, so this play is an interesting one here. Fields takes it, has an okay protection. See, here's the thing. George is going to hit like a post route right in here, and it's going to split. This is middle field open, so you got to hit this, right? Look at this. Look at that. You're Kirk Cousins. You're Jared Goff. You're plus starters, right? Like, not your superstars. You're plus starters. They're dropping this ball right here every time. Amon-Ra St. Brown's housing this one. Things like that. Okay, he tucks and runs. You could have hit that. All right, well, he's going to reset out here outside the pocket, and he's going to hit Pickens. That's a fine play. Pickens almost breaks it free. I mean, here's the thing. Yes, I criticize for him not hitting this right here. Put that ball right here on the 36-yard line. He might house that. However, I don't expect Justin Fields to do that. That's your plus starter stuff. Fields is not a plus starter. I'm not going to sit here and crap on him for that because I don't expect him to make that throw. But this just proves that he's not one of your plus starters in the league. He's a low-tier starter at best, backup. I think he is a pristine backup. He's one that, hey, if he's your backup, you are sitting pretty. All right, here we go. We're going to have Justin Fields in the I form. Going to fake the handoff once again. They had a lot of play action on this team. So he checks the middle of the field first. He just turned his head. You see it before that he's checking middle of the field. There's nowhere to throw here, okay? He takes the check down with Najee Harris. Perfectly fine. Look at all that space. Perfect. Solid throw. Najee Harris is going to take that was a on the line of scrimmage throw. He's going to take it all the way down to about the 6, the 5, something like that. Yeah, pretty solid play there from Najee. Run down to the goal line here. Justin Fields going to have this is not the best play either. So really solid pass protection on this play. Gives him plenty of time to throw. We're running up almost 2 seconds here already. So much so, he's going to take an extra hitch right after I unpause this. Watch. Extra hitch. Boom. Receiver wide open. I'm not sure who this is. That might be Van. That might be George. Hit this guy. He spins inside. He might score. Absolutely might. I don't know what you're doing here. Now he's taking off running. Okay, I see, there's a big hole, but also wider open receiver at the 2-yard line. Okay? Then he's going to run. He doesn't have anybody really going for him. He slides. Probably gets hit a little late, honestly. Gets to the 4-yard line. Good thing he has legs. Watching this film, I'm noticing that they single target George a lot. As in, they say, okay, you're throwing to George here, just throw to him, doesn't matter what. And as much as I love that, George Pickens is by far the best receiver on this team. Look around, dude. Watch this play. It's not really good. I don't know if this is play calling or maybe this is just Fields predetermining everything to Pickens because he just trusts him. All right, so he's already about to throw this ball. You can see he's loading up. Look at Connor Hayward. He's going to go sit right here, and he's going to be wide open. All right? Look at this. He's already broken the defenders. They're not even paying attention to him. This guy looks like he thinks this guy's guarding him. They're both looking over here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And Fields was not even pressured up to this point. Ball's already halfway gone. Let's see. Watch this. When Connor breaks this, he's not even looking at. He's already getting ready to throw. Look at this right there. He's getting walked back into it, but Justin can't see that. You can't see it with the helmet on. Wide open. You wait a half second. I'm talking, it's not even waiting. It's him looking at somewhere not George Pickens. You can tell through this play, he just looks at George Pickens the whole way, which that may be what the coach told him to do. Maybe so. But also, watch. I mean, he looks at him, waits for him. All right, boom, he's open. He doesn't even take a look away from him, from what you can tell. I mean, maybe he glances, but he doesn't wait just long enough. Yes. Dan Moore, if he waits much longer, is getting backed into him, 100%. Here's the thing. Justin Fields is not seeing that. The helmet, he's not seeing that. He's looking this way. You got to hit this guy. Just a little bit of a loft right to the back of the corner of the P right here. So here is the rushing touchdown by Fields, the first one at least. This is one of the reasons why people say he carried this game because he's the one who scored. Congratulations. I mean, You want to say that, yeah, he has great legs. I mean, yeah, he does. Absolutely. Like, I would hope he'd be able to score from 5 yards away like this, but here's what we're going to see. All right, he takes a snap. Instantly, you can tell he's looking at Freiermuth, right? But what do you see right here? He may be even glancing over here, which honestly, put that ball right on the underside of that eye. That might be a good throw. But this defender, if he's looking right here, which I think he might be, his shoulder is turned away from Pat Freiermuth. Drop this ball on a rope right here at the bottom of the end zone. Touchdown. I mean, Muth's going to get the inside step. Okay, bottom of the A. Sorry, I was a little short on my assessment there. Touchdown. Touchdown. Okay, now he's looking over here. Let's go back a little bit, actually. Let's go back a little bit. All right, he looks over. He probably is trying to throw. You probably have a lane here with Van Jefferson hitting like right in the center of that P or so. I'm a little behind, I guess. Yeah, they're going more vertical than I'm realizing, but either way. I mean, he gets in. That's awesome, and I'm glad he did, obviously, but like, in my opinion, with a quarterback, you'd rather them throw over scramble 100 times out of 100 because the scramble means there's a chance that they get themselves hurt. All right, looking at this one, the next drive, 1st and 10 on the 30 here. So, Fields, he's going to look. There's nobody really open. Pat Freiermuth is on a little button hook here. Najee's open, but, I mean, you'd rather go out here than the check down. Muth catches the ball, gets tackled immediately. Honestly, there's not a better thing he could have done, really. Excuse me. You argue that maybe hit this. I mean, look at how it develops, but at the same time, you don't know if Najee, they collapse on him quickly. He barely gets back to the line. It's not a bad play. All right, this play is a design screen. Najee Harris, we're going to back up a little bit here. So this is a great play. Justin Fields does nothing here. They're on the 43-yard line, so right here, right? Najee Harris escapes out. He's going to catch this at about the 39, the 38. This is a -4, -5-yard pass that Najee turns into a 32-yard gain. Makes a guy miss. This guy absolutely, not that guy. It's this one right here. Obliterates Nick Cross, the NFL leading tackler, and then just gets stumbled up by a guy who he runs over as well. This one is I just saw this play while I was watching the game live, and I was just so disheartened at this moment. Look at this passing protection. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, first off, George Pickens. Wide open. NFL, extremely wide open. Pat Freiermuth, you could throw a rope in there and maybe get it. I wouldn't do it, but hey, it could happen. All right. Look at that. We're still beautiful coverage. These guys, they're defended. Pickens is still open. Throw that right there in between these two hash marks, right there. All right, okay, well, we're seeing nothing. Pickens has to turn around because he's taking too long and he's already wide open. And then he's still open. Step up in the pocket. Step up in the pocket, man. It's common football knowledge. Step up in the pocket. And then look, you step up. This guy probably pursues. Muthen's up open. You throw it right in here. He gets in. But, no, let's just sail it out of bounds. Okay, to be honest with you, there's part of me that's impressed because Chicago Justin Fields would take a sack there 10 times out of 10. Throwing the ball away was something that we never saw from Justin Fields. That alone is like, okay, I'll give you a 10% on this play. Very next play, 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one to George, and it's a pretty solid play here. I think this is George right here. Yes, it is. All right, first off, what do we see? George in a one-on-one. I like that every single time. George is a beast. He's on a little out route here. He's going to hit him. Throws a pretty solid ball. Once again, it's a little far inside. The way he has to jump and lean in to get it, that's dangerous. You put it at minimum in the harm's way of the cornerback here, swatting it out. You throw it on the outside and let him, tap his feet. George Pickens is incredible at that. Look at him. You just throw it on the outside shoulder. Just put him over here instead of over here. There's that much of a difference makes a worlds of safety for your receiver, of safety of the play, protecting the franchise, which is the football. It could have been a lot better. Not going to lie, watching this one back, this is just beautifully defended. Like, this is like a defensive coordinator. Like, okay, first off, they collapse the run. If he's running, he's tackled, okay? And then watch this receiver handoff right here. This is by the defense. This is incredible. I mean, you think Van Jefferson by the coverage is going to be wide open? I mean, you think that by the way the defender's pursuit angle is? You think he's going to get caught up, he's going to be wide open. But no, look at the handoff. Jeez, man, that is insane. This play, it's broken. It's not Justin's fault. It's not any of these guys' fault. I mean, maybe the O-line, but honestly, they were over pursued. You've got how many guys come down? Let's see. There's only 4 guys back here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minimum. Yeah, 7 defenders. I'm not going to be too critical here because he does get in for a touchdown. However, once again, I'd rather the quarterback throw than run 10 times out of 10 because you don't want your quarterback hurt. So George Pickens, you already see the breakaway he's got. This guy doesn't pay attention. He's been cooked already. If he just looks at him, this right here is a touchdown. Absolutely. He just doesn't look at him. Why aren't you looking at George Pickens? You've done it all game. That's all you've done all game. Yeah, these guys are pretty well covered. You could slide this ball in here, though. Minimum, this is a incompletion. There's almost no way this receiver is getting picked off. As long as you don't throw it inside. You throw it just even slightly outside here, that's a touchdown. As long as he catches it. Now, granted, he might not catch it. It's Van Jefferson. Who knows? Okay, right here. The snap to the 2-yard line. He's at the 6. Look at that. Perfect. Just aloft. You're gone. That's a touchdown. But instead, he takes a hit too, puts his shoulder down. You can throw this one. You made it in the end zone. Thank you. This one is painful, man. He just bashes this play. He misses a wide open receiver. Dude, this is rough. All right, so he fakes the handoff to Najee. It's going to be a screen effectively. But look, he's looking over. I paused it a little late, but he's looking over here. This defender, he's over here. This defender, over here. This defender, over here. This is the only guy guarding. I think this is Scotty Miller. He's going to be wide open. Look at this. Hit him right there. If he would have thrown it earlier, he would have, let me see, right about here. Let's see where we are. Oh, at the whole snap. Ready, watch. So he's going to turn his head around. He's going to look over there. Basing on the coverage, you hit this guy right here, that's wide open. You have to have some anticipation. A little bit. Yes, this might be a design screen where it's supposed to be the boot fake to try to shift the field. And it does do that. The lineman over here, this was snapped at the 30, so you can't say that anybody would be, too far downfield, illegal man. It's not going to happen. Fields, he throws it, gets batted once again. I saw a lot of Twitter fingers hailing this play, but this is actually not as good of a play as you may think. And I'm not trying to be critical here. This is just a missed thrown ball, all right? He's going to see a one-on-one to Pickens. Yes, especially on a deep route, one-on-one Pickens, deep route, throw that a million times, every time. Look, who is out in front of Pickens here, dude? The closest defender outside of the single man is here. He's not getting home at all. He's 7 yards away vertically, but 20 yards away laterally. He's going to drop this ball directly over the shoulder of the defender. If you put this ball right here, Pickens scores. You're at a 24-27. Look at that. It snuck in. Some people call that a good throw. In my opinion, that's not a good throw. That's a lucky throw. That snuck into the corner. Look at this once again. Let's watch Pickens on his route specifically. He has a step on this guy. And Pickens is a big body. If he puts this in a bucket right here, puts it right out in front of him, breadbasket, catching everything, he's not getting tackled more than likely. He's not. You put that up here at the 30, this guy is 2 yards behind him and way over here. He's not getting there. This is not a good throw. This might be the best decision we've seen yet in this game, actually. And it's not even that incredible, but it's, like I've said before, Fields, did he play bad? No. Did he play great? No. Did he play good? Probably not. Did he play fine? Sure. Yeah, the numbers are inflated because he had to throw all second half. Have you seen how many passing plays we've looked at? Yeah, he hits the Van Jefferson. Thank you, Van Jefferson, for finally earning your check. That's about all I can say. He's reading inside out here. Absolutely. This looks like some kind of, seam route. This is like a post, and he's on a button hook. Yeah, this is the perfect throw, perfect choice, excuse me. Van makes a little move, gets himself, an extra 6 yards. Wow, that's a, really solid move from Van Jefferson, to be quite honest with you. He's going to catch this ball at approximately the 18, 19, somewhere in there. He kind of comes back to it, which is a good thing. You want your receiver to come back to the ball and make sure he gets it, not the defender. All right? He catches it at the 18, 19, or excuse me, the 22, 23. That's about where he caught it. The 22, 23. I was thinking ahead of the 20. Which means this is a 3-yard pass. And he turns it into a, 12-yard. I'm not really sure if this is a mistimed route or what here. It looks to me that Fields may think it's a different thing than what it is. It looks like maybe it's a choice route for Pickens, what I'm saying. He either has more of like a post or more of like a out. He takes the out because the defender opens it up to him. Right choice. I guess Fields just makes the wrong read here. Because Fields is going to sail this way over his head and a little bit inside. The ball's right here. Look at how high that is. That ball looks like he wanted a post, but I think Pickens did make the right one. This is just a bad read by Fields. But hey, put it out of harm's way, which is a good thing. But let's just look at this. Where does he look first? All right, he's definitely checking minimum one of these two guys. End of story. This pitter-patter here, though, it's not really great footwork ever. That's not what somebody's got an alarm going by me. All right, excuse me. Watch this little pitter-patter footwork. It's not really very good. It's not what you want from your quarterback. He's trying to, anticipatingly waiting to see it develop, but he looks like he already knows what he's doing based on the throw. So, I don't know. All right, this play we get a touchdown here to Pat Freiermuth. That's a great thing. However, this is not talking about Fields here. Calvin Austin nearly could get called for a pick setting here. This is if the defender didn't put his arms out first, this is a pick set. So you see Fields, he's already loaded it up and thrown it. This is probably the correct read. I see nothing wrong with it. However, once again, this ball came from the 8-yard line, okay? Came from the 8-yard line. He catches this at what, the 5, the 4, probably the 4? Yeah, he's about the 4. All right, that's a tackle right there that's not done well, and he slides in. That's on Freiermuth for being able to fight for extra yards. It is what it is. I'm not trying to hate on Fields. It's just that play is, they get to the 4-yard line. It's 4th and 4 now. All right, well, or it would probably be 4th and 2. Something like that, because it's on the 8-yard line, 3rd and 5. But, yeah, it's just, it's not a play that Fields made. All right, so this is the 2-minute drive with, 2:15 left, 24-27. They're trying to win the game here. This is the things that just not Van Jefferson, what am I saying? Justin Fields is not good at. He is not good in the clutch. Never has been, and I'm just not sure he will be. It's just not his thing. So Van Jefferson is going to hit the little button route right here, which is good. The inside receiver does a really good job of distracting this, hard flat right here, or whatever this is called, to keep him up. Leaves this guy, that is completely wide open. Fields, timely throw, pretty good play here. This might be the new best play of the game. Might be. Pretty timely, gets good spacing but it's once again, it's a 3 to 4 yard throw, man. And he gets it to almost a 10-yard gain, 9-yard gain, whatever, 9-yard gain, but it's a 3 or 4 yard throw. We're going to have a broken play here, but this is just a bad throw. So first off, let's analyze the context of the situation. Let's back up. 2nd and 22. They're back at the 29. They had some kind of rushing plays, and now, I think there was a quarterback draw in here maybe that got him to about the 40, and then they got penalty yards to back him up, okay? So now the stage is set. This is almost just an all verts type of play. This receiver does stop here, but the pocket protection wasn't the greatest. Let's rewatch the pocket here, just specifically the pocket. Fields, yeah, he doesn't have a great protection here. He's going to end up throwing to Pickens, but watch this development. So the defender gets, kind of resets and honestly really hurts himself. Fields he isn't even loaded up yet, right? He just loads up. Look at this. He has a half step on him. You put that ball right out here somewhere, this defender, he's leaning forward. He's not making it back. This is a touchdown play. Fields, you have the arm strength to do. This is a bad throw. Look at this. It ends up hardly making it to the 30, nearly getting picked one-handed. But, look at when he throws this ball, he's at the 40. Put some arc on this thing. This is the rope right here. This is the rope that I wanted him to throw earlier. We've seen him throw these ropes in much longer distances than I was calling for earlier. Throw this with some arch. Throw a loft a little bit. Let Pickens run under this thing. Instead, you throw it behind him to the back of his head where the defender is. What are you... I'm just realizing on that last play, the penalty yardage, the 22, probably came from that bad snap from Zach Frazier. All was on Zach Frazier no, you can say it was on Fields because he did his leg kick. Either way, that's a play that we're not analyzing. We're not worried about that. It wasn't penalty yardage. I'm just remembering I've slept last night. So, 3rd and 22, right? Let's watch the receivers here. They're pretty much covered, okay? There's a lot of protection. A lot of time, good time. All right, step up in the pocket. He already taken off the run. Didn't even let himself kind of just settle in here, see if he can find anything, which could have hit something right here to Pickens probably. But he's going to quickly take this to Najee. Okay, I'm fine with that read. Okay, you wish there was something better, but all right, now Najee, run with the head of steam and get out of bounds. That's on Najee there. He leaves the clock running, kind of burns some time there. But ultimately, I want to go back to this Pickens route right quick and just see what exactly. There wasn't a lot there. Yeah, this is probably the right play, but once again, a 3-yard catch for, not much. And the final pass of this game, just an absolute bonehead play. Justin Fields classic. Okay, let's see. 37 seconds left. This is 4th and 11. We're starting at the 41. That means it's the, what? The right here is the first down marker. Yep, you can see it right there. The orange right here, okay? Just past the 50, or the 49, excuse me. All right, what do you have open? Not a whole lot. You've got some time, though. Look at the pocket. Pretty good pocket. That's for this amount of time to have passed, pretty good pocket. Najee, I'd really like you to get right about here. That way you can try to fight for yardage because you catch this ball and you're going to have a lot of ground to make up, right? He's floating there, but not great. Okay, so Justin, he's looking. This guy, he's open. Throw that rope right to this yard line. That's 5 yards past the line to gain. You can do that. All right, okay, the receiver moves, okay. Well, Justin, let's see, has he thrown yet? No. Where's he at? There he is. Okay, all right, I had to track where he was. So, Justin's right here. Let's get back to it. He's right here, okay? He's going to get ready, and he's about to throw right now. He's aiming for some kind of post route, I guess, because he throws it way out, but just sails it so bad. Yes, could the receiver have kept running? Yes, but, I mean, there's not a double coverage here. I mean, this guy's at least one-on-one. I mean, try to go there, I guess. Let's go back and see. Double coverage on one hand. Before he throws it right here, right? Double coverage, one-on-one. Maybe throw this out here. See if you can get a step on him. I'd rather you do that than throw this double coverage play. If you have a second more, this guy's going to get free right here. This guy's going to get free right here. Yeah, I understand you're looking this way. The play's breaking down. You know, maybe you just don't have that time. That's fine. I'm really not counting these guys, but go with the one-on-one instead of the double coverage, man. That's just a easy decision. Like, I mean, look at this. He ends up being equal, if not slightly ahead of him. Put it right out here. See if you can see if the receiver can make a grab. I want to revisit this play right here. This is the George Pickens. This is the best play of the game, definitely. It is a good play. However, once again, you got to hit this as a quarterback in the NFL. You have to be able to hit this. Now, I don't want to detract from the fact I've watched this a few times now. So the first check, he's looking right at George. You can see his helmet stripes pointing down at minimum the center of the field, looking more right than left. Right here, he's already looking away. You have to be able to just hit this right here. Like, give it one more second. Look, he's really not even pressured yet, technically. This is still a solid circle of space. He ends up rolling to his left and resetting, making the play on a rope. It's a great throw. I don't want to detract from that. That is the best play of the game by far for Justin Fields. But at the same time, it could have been better. And he's making the game harder on himself. That's what we see from Justin Fields time and time and time and time again. He makes the game harder on himself. That's what we saw in Chicago. I don't know. It's something he's got to learn. In the editing process, I realized that this play was not in the rest of this. This is that George Pickens drop touchdown here. Let's see. Let's analyze this play here. So this is before they scored the second touchdown. Justin Fields drops back. Let's go ahead and pause it right here. What do we see? Not a whole lot. Good. He gets a lot of pressure. He's able to escape. Okay. Pickens makes some separation. Right now, throw this ball. Boom, right here. No one's going to be close if you just throw that ball. He waits. Excuse my son. He waits, and he throws this. When this defender's in closing, George Pickens hears footsteps, and he drops it that hit his hands. One hand, yes, he needs to catch this ball. George Pickens, that is inexcusable that you dropped that. However, at the same time, Justin has some fault here. Let's say some, okay? The fact that he doesn't hit him when he first comes open is an issue. Look at this. Right there, he's looking at him. He's got to be. What else is he looking at? And he's not going to hit this right here at the top of this NFL logo? Why not? Instead, let's wait until George has to do all this and get on the other side of it nearly. I mean, it's kind of just a bad play. In closing of this video, I want to say my claim, once again, was the fact that Justin Fields, did he play great? No. Did he play bad? No. Did he keep us in the game? Not really. It was the playmakers. The plays made by George Pickens on the sideline, keeping the ball in bounds when a lot of receivers couldn't do that with their body control. It was Najee Harris getting the 32-yard pickup on a negative 4-yard pass. It was Pat Freiermuth making plays and getting further down the field. Things like that. Fields, he was fine. He was fine. But to say he did more than game manage is incorrect. He just didn't. It's what Fields is. We've seen this from him time and time again. He's just not the most able quarterback, not the most able guy to play the position. And I think, he's a backup quarterback. He's a solid spot starter. That's about it. That's his role. That's what he's good at. And that's okay. Some guys just aren't NFL starting quarterbacks, caliber level that high. It's just not for everybody. Either way, let me know what you think down below. I really am interested in this. I think this film study was pretty solid. I think overlooking this game, not going to lie, it really just doesn't show you a lot. He makes a lot of short decisions, short passes, excuse me, and some messed up decisions, to say the least. I just think we got to see better from a quarterback that we expect to be, the future. Either way, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.